Hello, watch people. And today, guys, I'm making this vid, and I'm just waiting for a friend to come to say hello there. And guys, I've come back from Singapore, and one of my favorite YouTube channels, which is Producer Mike, has released a what you'd say is quite an interesting watch. It's he's released a tourbillon at about $1,200 US dollars. And I got to tell you, it's an interesting concept. And I've had a few people who have actually emailed me and said, "Hey, Arch, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think?" And I got to be honest with you, it's an ERA, ERA. And in all honesty, it's a piece of fucking shit. It's a piece of fucking shit. These ERA watches, I mean, they seem to say they're the first affordable tourbillon. This is all bullshit. I remember I was working for a watch dealer in Bangers in the 2002 to 2004. And I remember he had a dealer friend who was in Singapore who later went on to produce a brand of watch called Azumauth, which I think was a bit of a fucking disaster. But he also had access to these tourbillons. And I got to be honest with you, they sound amazing. What are they? They're fucking Chinese. They're Chinese tourbillons. They're just fucking crap. They're fucking garbage. That's what they are. They're fucking garbage. I mean, in this world that we live in, there ain't no fucking free rides, sunshine. There ain't no fucking free rides. And I got to be honest with you. Yes, it's a tourbillon, but I've personally never really wanted a tourbillon. I thought they're the most useless fucking complication you could get. The other thing is, I mean, fuck, you know, who are you going to impress with this thing? It's the same sort of equation that there was a Swiss brand called Chrono Swiss. They kind of said the same thing. They had a lot of skeletonized watches, and people said, you know, if this was a Patek, it'd be, you know, $100,000. And I gotta be honest with you, a Chrono Swiss ain't no fucking Patek Philippe. And the same thing applies for these fucking Chinese tourbillons. What do I think of them? I think they're fucking nasty. They are really fucking nasty shit. That's what they are. They are fucking nasty. And, I mean, seriously, if you want to spend $2,000 on a decent watch, there's a lot better pieces to buy than some fucking Chinese tourbillon. And I got to tell you, man, nothing is fucking free in this world here. I'm wearing just a quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Patek Philippe. I'm wearing a 5296. I mean, fuck, this watch here, you know, simple, elegant. It's if you want a beautiful watch, you've got to pay the fucking coin. You have to pay the fucking coin. There ain't no fucking free rides, sunshine. There ain't no fucking free rides. And this is a concept that's been done before. I saw it in the early 2000s. Chinese tourbillons. I like the way they have these fancy-wancy boxes. The ERA one seems to have copied a fucking Patek Philippe box. It's an atrocity, just a fucking rip-off of the Patek Philippe box. And the actual watches itself, they look like fucking shit. They look like fucking shit. It's just tacky, crappy Chinese garbage. That's what they are. And I got to be completely frank and honest with you. Who buys this sort of shit? Who buys this sort of shit? You're not going to impress anyone with your ERA tourbillon. This is for morons. Morons who know nothing about watches. And there ain't no cheap Rolls Royce. There ain't no cheap Lamborghini. There ain't no cheap Ferrari. There ain't no cheap Patek Philippe. Okay, this is the honest truth. There are no fucking cheap Pateks. It just doesn't go that way. And I mean, this Chinese sort of garbage, the thing is, who are you going to service this fucking thing through? This is the other thing. I mean, these kind of watches, they're for a tourbillon at $1,200 US. This is kind of a throwaway type item. How are you going to even service this fucking thing? And I mean, to the untrained eye, it looks beautiful. It looks like it's all polished and this and that. But when you really look at it, it's a fucking piece of garbage. That's all it is. It's a fucking piece of garbage cashing in on the tourbillon. And I mean, tourbillon really is one of the most stupid complications anyhow. And I gotta hand it, producer Mike. I'm fucking disappointed. I mean, I've been a producer Mike fan for years. And, I mean, he producer Mike himself there. When the fuck are you getting the plane? I remember he did this tour of an aircraft. You're supposed to be getting a Bombardier jet. That hasn't fucking arrived yet. I like his videos where he goes to Yoshi, in Beverly Hills. He has the pawn shop. That was quite interesting. I also like it when he went and had a look at, watches. He was buying all these watches, and I think producer Mike is, he's, how do you put it? I mean, he's very, very, he knows the price of everything, the value of nothing, and he's trying to cash in on a cheap Chinese tourbillon. And I mean, what do I think? I think it's pretty crappy. I don't blame the guy. I mean, I still haven't worked out how the fuck he allegedly made all this money. And he's not even that famous, producer Mike. I mean, he's got the I mean, he's probably about 70, trying to be 50. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fucking story is with producer Mike. He's really out there. I love his sort of the way he does things. But I wouldn't be buying a $1,500 tourbillon. I can tell you that now. What is it? $1,200, $1,300. It's a Chinese shitter. That's what it is. It's got really no intrinsic value whatsoever. It's a tourbillon. Yes, I've seen this sort of crap before. It's just a Chinese shitter tourbillon. That's basically it. I've seen it all before, and it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And in this day and age now, brands are so important. The whole thing about paying big money, why are certain watches worth a lot and other ones are worth nothing? And I mean, for $2,000 mark, you can get such great buys in the used market. There's so many good bargains, like Breitling, IWC, that Pam is soft. There's so many more things I would buy than this fucking Chinese tourbillon. And who the fuck's going to service it anyhow? So say you've got this tourbillon, who the fuck is going to service it? And it's just a horological nightmare. That's what it is. It's a horological nightmare. So personally, I'd be staying the fuck away from that sort of stuff. I think it's kind of tacky. It's kind of very much western suburbs of Sydney. They got to have a car. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be a good car. It just needs to be a car. It's just gotta have. I mean, they're really in horology, in wristwatches, there ain't no fucking shortcuts. So, what's my opinion on the ERA tourbillon? The official ArchieLuxury opinion is it's a piece of fucking Chinese shit. That's right. Chinese shit. That's what it is. So would I be buying one? No fucking way in the world. Avoid that sort of crap. It's just garbage. That's all it is. It is fucking garbage. And, you're best to steer away from this sort of shit. For $2,000, you're going to put that into something. There are some good buys in the secondary market you can pick up, but an era tourbillon, stay the fuck away. Okay, that's your Pontiff has spoken. I've given you the advice. So guys, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and don't buy any fucking Chinese tourbillons. Until next time, ciao, fuckers. I do like producer Mike, but he is cool.